Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking into messages for the Aquarian age, message number 1. This is a series that I'm going to be doing where we're going to be delving into the journey to your heart's desire, success and happiness. And this is the beginning. This is the first reading. As you can see, I also have a continuation reading of this over on my Patreon, where this is the journey to love, message number 1, taking the first steps towards your soulmate and just, bringing more love into your life and whatnot. This is only going to be over on my Patreon. So if you do want to listen to this one, you're going to have to head over there. The information to that is in the drop-down box below. Please do remember that this is a general reading and not a personal one, so there's no reason to take anything personally. If it's not resonating, just take what does, leave the rest. If you feel drawn to listen to more than one group, perhaps there's a reason for that. You have to learn to trust your intuition and your gut and have faith in yourself. So we have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Go ahead and select whichever's calling to you. And let's get started. Okay, for those of you who selected the pineapple calcite, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what messages come up for you. What do you need to know about the journey to your heart's desire, etc.? Wow. We have the King of Swords. We have Rose Alba with Pure. Okay, now this deck has some special cards in it, which are actually like oracle cards and read like such. So I'll be reading the messages on this one. There's not a whole lot of them, so it's kind of cool that this came up for you guys. And then we have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. And we have Archangel Raziel, Wisdom, Inspiration, Akashic Records. You're definitely going through a transformational phase right there. I mean, this is just what this is. There could be also a relationship that is forming with somebody who is very, very communicative, very expressive. This person could have experience. They could be working in the judicial system, law. This person could be a surgeon. It's just anyone who's very professional. This is a mature individual. And I just feel like that they have very heavy Scorpionic energy about them. They could be an air sign, but like be a Scorpio rising, or a Scorpio with an air sign rising, something like this. But it is important as you're moving forward right now to really tap in. There's a huge transformation coming in. Like it has to do with you being pure of heart. This transformation is happening. Like this has to do with a relationship with a particular individual. And I feel like, I almost feel like for some of you, this person is like just about to come into your life or something, or they're already there. And through the meeting of this person, you're never going to be the same again. Now is the time that you will gain massive wisdom, inspiration. You do have Archangel Raziel who is watching over you, so you can always call on them for guidance. And also the ability to tap into the Akashic Records, which is going to help you to make smart choices as you move forward and enable you to look into, I almost feel like looking into your, like the past of who you were in a past life is going to help you to bring about an ending of some sort of pain or habit or something that you have in this life that is quite detrimental to you, and you will be able to release that. So with the Pure, with the Rose Alba, I'm gonna bring that up and tell you what this says. I'm kind of excited to read it because I have not even read this myself. So when Rose Alba card appears, take a moment to examine your life and identify what no longer serves you and let it go. With the Death card, yes. Ask yourself what truly matters. What are merely external expectations imposed upon you? This is an excellent time to slow down, simplify your life and mind, and eliminate unnecessary complexities and burdens. And by the way, these cards have reversals and yours is upright. So I'm going to read the upright message for you. And there's a lot of different ones. So purification of the mind. Rose Alba is renowned for its fresh and pure fragrance, symbolizing the cleansing and purity of the inner world in this card. It reminds you to clear out negative energies from your life and maintain clarity and purity in your thoughts and emotions. Sincerity and honesty. This card emphasizes the importance of being honest and transparent in all interactions. Through sincere actions and words, you can build deeper trust and understanding. And with this person, if you don't do that, you can lose them out of your life. And as of right now, I'm not seeing if this is a lover or just a friend, but it's somebody who's integral into your spiritual growth, and they're going to be a very important person in your life. So they can see through your bullshit. So don't even try to put on a fake persona or wear a mask, you know, any of that shit, because they want the raw, honest, real you. And in dealing with this person, you have to be your true self. You're honest and speak your truth, you know, your most honest self. So simple living. The Rose Alba card advocates for a simple, unembellished lifestyle. This simplicity goes beyond material possessions, representing a pursuit of what truly matters on a spiritual level. Seeking inner peace. This card encourages you to find a quiet place amidst the busyness and stress of life. This might mean spending time alone, meditating, or engaging in activities that bring peace to your soul. And of course, we have unconditional love. Oh, wow. There's too many people out there, and I speak from experience of having this happen to me, who always put conditions on love. That's not love, okay, folks? That's manipulation and, you know, pure fucking narcissism at work. And when you love somebody, you love them unconditionally. You have their back. If you decide to truly love someone and it really is honest and genuine, it's unconditional. You love them through the ups and downs, if they make mistakes or whatever, you still love them. Even if you part ways, you still have love for that person. Where does the love go? Okay, there's so much fakeness out there in the world claiming, oh, I love you. And you don't love that person if you're just throwing them away and tossing them away. It's like, you know, you break up with someone. Where did the love go? You know, it's like, do you hate them now? I mean, yes, people do negative things, but you once had that love and it's still fucking there. It doesn't go away. It's eternal. And it's like when you embrace the loving aspect and say, okay, well, it didn't work out, whatever. You know, it's for the best, we part ways, but you still have love in your heart for that person. This makes you the better person and the bigger person here, folks, too, okay? If you can do that, you truly are a being of light and love. For the people who always have to constantly go out and like put people down and, you know, say horrible things about them, who are constantly doing this kind of shit, they don't have a lot of love in their heart, okay? They got a black heart and they need to work on that, and it's not good. So unconditional love, reminding you to treat others with pure love and to accept the same from others. So it goes both ways, you know. Inner radiance. This card also symbolizes the blossoming of inner light, encouraging you to let your true nature shine without being overshadowed by worldly values. This card invites you to focus on the people and things that bring you true happiness and fulfillment. It encourages you to deepen your connections through purity and sincerity and to seek and maintain mental peace and balance in your daily life. It's so important you guys do this. If people are toxic and they're holding you down, and like when you go around them, you just get stomach aches or headaches and you feel like it's just nothing but drama, it's time to heave ho. It's time to move on. You know, wish them roses, wish them well, and just take a walk. You know, maybe one day they'll come around and they'll pull their stick out of their butt and, you know, get a clue. But until then, you don't want to subject yourself to abuse and negativity constantly, especially if it's like wearing down your mental health. You have to do what's right and good for you. But that doesn't mean just chucking somebody because they disagree with you once. And I've seen way too many people doing that too. It's just trashy. That's not unconditional love at all, okay? If somebody makes a mistake, because everybody's going to make a mistake. You're not perfect. No one is. And everybody makes mistakes. Do you have the ability to forgive yourself and them? That's a question you need to ask yourself. So, anyway, focus on the things and the people that bring true happiness and fulfillment. Encourages you to deepen your connections through purity and sincerity and to seek and maintain mental peace and balance in your daily life. Rose Alba reminds you that true purity and beauty come from inner honesty and simplicity. By staying true to yourself and embracing simplicity and purity, you can find your own peace and happiness in this complex world, and it's so important. All right, guys, so then we have the Archangel Raziel card, which is card 10. You know, it's so interesting because 10, this reminds me of October. Okay, obviously it's the 10th month, and of course Scorpio. starts in October, which is kind of interesting that we have both. So 10 and 13 are going to be very important dates and numbers for you. All right, with Archangel Raziel, and of course this is upright. When Raziel appears, it marks the time of grand openings and personal revelations for you. The Angel of Mysteries brings valuable guidance and profound connection to spirit. Your intuitive powers are on the rise, so get ready for amazing flashes of insight and understanding coming your way. The information you seek, from the deepest, most sacred mysteries of spirit to specifics about your future, your career, or your personal life, is available to you now. In fact, this card indicates that you may be facing an important decision, searching for some wisdom to guide you. With Raziel's help, the Akashic records are open to you, providing all the direction you need. This pipeline to the unending wisdom of the universe is a well of support. You can now open the records to answer all your questions, great and small. Invoke Raziel's presence and get ready for life-changing inspiration. So this is like getting, talking about meditating, and, just because you do it once doesn't mean you're going to get any kind of messages. This is something that has to be continued, and you have to work at it and practice. That's why it's called a meditation practice. You're not a professional and an expert at it at one go. It requires patience. It requires, letting go. It requires not being a control freak. That's what meditation is about. This group desperately needs to be doing meditations on a regular basis. And if you are, that's good. Keep going. Okay. And definitely work with Raziel on this, to tap into the Akashic records for guidance. There is an affirmation with this. It says, a river of inspiration flows to me and through me. I am supported and blessed by Raziel's enlightening revelations. So before you go, I'm going to pull a little, one of these guys, and see a little extra bonus tea message here. I mean, you're going through a major transformation. That's what 2025 is all about. 2025 on the collective is a 9-year, which is bringing about endings for the entire collective. Okay. And then we have our personal year, which last year for me, it was personal year 9 for 2024. And it definitely brought about a freaking very profound ending. And then this year is a year 1. It's starting over again. And we have health. An excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. Yes, there you go. There you go. It's basically reiterating what we were saying here. So that's it. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to catch the other half of this reading, head over to my Patreon. All the information for that, including my website, is in the drop-down box below. So make sure to check that out. Thank you for being with me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Those of you who chose a group 2 with this lovely rhodonite, right? Yes. This is going to be your reading. Let's take a look and see. Wow. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the Sun with lemon. So lemon is definitely going to be, and Narcissus. Look at that. Okay, this is a special card. This is so wild that these special cards, one of them came out in group 1 as well. These read like an oracle card, which I will be reading the messages here for you. Okay. And then we have sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. And look at that white feather. You definitely have angelic guidance at this particular time. The sun is shining down on you. I love lemon because it is a very sunny fruit and it smells fucking amazing. It makes me think of joy and happiness. And think of all the moments in your life where it's like lemonade. It reminds you of summer on a hot summer day, like being a kid. I know from my family, and when I was growing up, they made those little lemon squares at like holidays, especially like Christmas. The first time I ever had them was a family friend gave them to, that everybody. Well, I don't know how it is nowadays, but we used to give Christmas cookies and stuff to everybody. We would bake, like me and all my friends, we would make Christmas cookies and, whatever. And we'd give them to our friends at school or whatever, family members, things were a lot different when I was a kid. God, it was so much nicer with how much people connected and were friendly and kind to each other. especially in holiday seasons. But it's like, it just reminds me of joy and happiness. It reminds me of summertime. I feel like you are moving on from crap that no longer serves you, and you are heading into that light. You are in the spotlight right now. But you need to, when you're approaching and you're moving forward, you need to tap into your sensitivity and strength. Okay, now let me explain something. Kindness and sensitivity is a strength. And anyone who thinks it's not needs therapy. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Kindness is the most, and compassion is the greatest strength of all, as well as love. People who are mean and nasty and go out of their way to say horrible shit about people, leaving nasty comments on their social medias or whatever, they're just disturbed, troubled people who are very sad, who desperately need to find love in their heart. That's about them. And just know that if it ever happens to you, that's their hangups and their shortcomings, and they're trying to project it onto you. Don't accept it. You know, if you need to, be like Meghan Markle and turn off the damn comments so you can have a healthy. You're going to see this more and more commonly as we're moving forward into 2025. A lot of people are doing this because it's for their mental health. Because there's too many. I'm just going to say it, assholes out there who just get off on being cruel because they're hurting so bad inside themselves and refuse to look at themselves in the mirror and realize that they're the problem. Okay. You have a choice whether or not you want to be kind or cruel. And we have free will. We can do this. And when people choose hatred and being unkind, it's very, very sad. Seriously, it's disturbing because there's no reason for it. And they're making themselves miserable. They're making themselves feel worse. They're not making themselves feel better. I can tell you that right now. So we have the 8 of Cups, moving on emotionally. You are feeling good. You are in the light. Now, we want to do this with strength and sensitivity, and kind of like with a noble, we're being kind of noble as we move forward. It's important that you do this. So let's take a look at the Noble card here and see what it has to say. I have to find it. Bear with me, y'all. Japani, Violet, Lordy. Where is it? Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. I have to go to the index because I'm not finding it. Sorry. This is on it's digital that I'm looking at the thing for this. So yeah. Okay. Here we go, guys. I found it. Okay, when Narcissus card appears, it reminds you to examine your actions and life choices to see if they reflect your true values and noble character. This is a great opportunity for deep introspection, considering how to incorporate more noble behaviors into your daily life, whether through responsible consumption choices, how you treat others, there it is, or giving back to society through donations and volunteer work. So these have reversals and yours is upright. So the Narcissus, widely regarded as a symbol of elegance and purity, reminds you to cherish and maintain your inner value, undeterred by external changes. Moral integrity. This card encourages you to maintain moral clarity in your actions and decisions, even if it means facing greater challenges or sacrificing short-term gains. Noble actions. The Narcissus card advocates handling all matters with noble character. This includes honesty, integrity, and respect, and compassion for others. Yes. Spiritual pursuit. This card also represents the pursuit of higher spiritual ideas and the meaning of life, encouraging you to seek activities and relationships that enrich your soul and spirit. Honesty and integrity. The Narcissus card emphasizes the importance of honesty and integrity, reminding you to stay sincere and transparent in your interactions with others. Inner peace. This card also symbolizes inner peace and harmony. By remaining true and sincere to yourself, you will find balance and tranquility in a turbulent world. This card encourages you to pursue goals and dreams that enhance your spiritual and moral levels, further developing your inner potential and demonstrating your true self-worth and dignity. By cultivating these noble values, you will find deeper satisfaction and meaning in life. Exactly. And now is the time for that, especially with what's, shown here. So with the sensitivity and strength with card number 3, and this is upright, a situation calls for some sensitivity now. It may be an issue with a friend or someone at work in your family. Even if it's in your nature to be strong and control and sometimes even aggressive, remember that it's possible to be both tender and strong at the same time. This card upright is telling you to pause and resist any old urge to plow through things. Consider the peace and compassion you could introduce into a tense or tenuous situation. When you look at the situation with flexibility and calm clarity, you bring gentle, receptive yin energy to the issue. Then your sensitivity and strength will come together in vibrations as powerful, oh my God, as powerful and soothing as the sun's rays. Look at that, you guys. Wow, so that is wild. Oh my God. So the affirmation is, I express my sensitivity and strength in equal measure. I always have the courage to take the most honoring approach. Like literally, integrity is everything in this. If you don't know the meaning of that word, please look it up and read all of the definitions, which I've noticed with younger people, they don't do that. It's like you don't even know the meanings of words. You need to look up all the definitions and understand how it's used. Integrity is an important thing to have, especially if you want to be taken seriously and find love. Okay, let's see our last little message here. And look at this. Wow. Reflection. Friendships in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom and become stronger. And they are a reflection of your energy and who you are. So keep that in mind. All right, so that's it. If you want to see the second half of this reading and go on to the journey through the love messages, you can head over to my Patreon. All the information for that is in the drop-down box, along with my website information. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Those of you who selected the Malachite, it's time to open up that heart chakra because there's an abundance of wealth once you heal your heart. Wealth comes in many forms, so keep that in mind as well. All right, just had to say that. That message was coming through really strong. So what do we have here? What do we need to know about our journey to our heart's desire, success, and happiness? Wow, look at this shit. Damn. Whew. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 7 of Swords, and we have the 7 of Wands. And then we have kinship, community, and your group. I feel like there's a lot of people in this group who are experiencing some pain and loneliness. And it's because you are too afraid of vulnerability. You're afraid to open up. You're afraid somebody's going to steal something from you, take something from you, or hurt you. When in reality, there is and like you feel lonely and stuff, but right underneath your nose, you're not even aware of it. There is a whole community and group of people who are very like-minded to you. And the 7 of Swords can actually indicate that too, that like you meet somebody who, has a lot in common with you, and you will have a shared interest. Now's the time for this group to seek out a community or like of like something that you really enjoy, like a hobby or a sport or like a run club or something like this. This is the time to seek these individuals out because you have a whole new experience, a whole new soul group waiting for you within this avenue. So you need to do that. You need to drop down the defenses, stop being so afraid of rejection, stop being afraid of not being liked. You can't go through life like this. It's not going to bring you happiness ever. You cannot be afraid, and you cannot live in fear. Now, we want to have healthy boundaries, and we all have like our natural defense mechanisms, which is fine. But some people go overboard with this, and they live in fear because of it. They're afraid. And also, here's another thing for this group. Just because somebody doesn't agree with every damn thing you have to say does not mean you have to hate them and be all defensive and attacking, blah, blah, blah. You know, there's too much of this going on right now, like to the point where it's like they're doing studies about it because it's so damn disturbing, especially with younger generations. They cannot handle any kind of criticism. They're like, they lash out. They, you know, don't understand that people are allowed to have their own opinions and their own like differences. Doesn't mean you have to hate somebody just because they don't agree with every damn thing that you say. You know, agree to disagree and move on. Just don't bring that thing up, you know, because you could be missing out on some beautiful friendships and some serious growth by knowing certain people. But you have to understand, it's like literally, I've known plenty of people like this where I don't know what the hell happened to y'all, but it's like, you know, I've known plenty of people that did not agree with everything and they had their likes and they liked stuff that I didn't like. But you know what? I don't care about that. I still like them as a person. It's like, I'm not going to hate on them just because they like something I don't. And you know what? Even when it came time to like, you know, holidays or birthdays or Christmas, I would give them gifts of that thing that they liked, even though it drove me nuts or I thought it was lame or whatever. It doesn't matter. That person is, I care about that person. So I want them to be happy. So I support them in their choices. What happened to people, folks? I mean, seriously, my God, it's awful. That's not humanitarian. And the Aquarian age is all about humanitarianism, having each other's backs, realizing we all have differences and we need to move past them and accept each other for those differences. Okay? It's not just the obvious shit that's been around for thousands of years. It's other things too. You know, besides cultural differences and stuff like this. I mean, we all have that too. It's really cool to like learn about somebody else's culture and like maybe there's something they don't believe in a certain thing that you do, but you have respect for them because they're different and that's how they were raised or whatever. And they should have the same respect back to you. Okay? And that is what can make the world a much happier, harmonious place. Is just people have acceptance and nobody wants to accept anybody. You know, and just agree to disagree and move on. It's not worth the energy and the argument to be an asshole, okay? It's just not worth it. People need to get over their shit and their, you know, narcissism, okay? It's like, it's disgusting. It's like everybody has a degree of narcissism. That's called your ego. That's what protects you. But then people take it to extremes and that's when illness occurs, you know, mental illness. But I see that you guys need to drop all that shit and all that fear and that freaking fear of differences, fear of different opinions, fear of different thoughts, and fear of the unknown, and throw it aside and be brave, put a smile on your face, hold your head high, get out there, because there is a whole group of people that have got your back who will share in a commonality with you. And it's beautiful. There's no reason to live in fear, you know? 32. Fear is the root of all evil. It really is. Okay. And so is ignorance. So kinship. This is upright. This card shows a small group of people sitting around a campfire, experiencing a fun evening together. There's a warm and intimate energy with shared feelings of genuine closeness. This type of group connection is an important energetic element in your life. When you join with the right people, you can fulfill lifetimes of karmic purpose and lessons with great benefits for you and the others involved. This vortex of supportive energy is very valuable, for it can lift your mood when you're down and inspire you to further achievement when you're already flying high. So join forces with others of like mind, whether those people are friends, co-workers, team members, or spiritual seekers. Prioritize each other's goals and support one another on your personal paths. Exactly. Your union with these people could lay the foundation for genuine self-expression, happy experiences, and pure fun and joy. And this is something everybody needs to have more of in their life. If you cannot find joy and purpose in every day in your life, then you need to go seek some help. Because if you are suffering in a way where you can never find happiness, that needs to be looked at medically, you guys. Please go seek out help. Don't punish yourself, okay? And maybe, you know, you think that, oh, it's just like everybody thinks that way, but they don't. So, you know, if you're having troubles or need some healing, then seek out help, appropriate help for that. don't suffer. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Because you have a lot of fucking beauty and like a life purpose you're supposed to fulfill while you're here. Don't let it pass you by, because if you don't tackle it and you don't handle it, bad things could happen. I'm just going to say it, okay? Also, I feel like this group needs to really look and understand and work with your Chiron placement. Chiron is the key to your natal chart, and it brings in a whole lot of healing. It can explain to us where we have difficulties, our wound that never heals, that we can, by studying and embracing it and working with it, we can in turn heal others. So maybe for somebody here, that kinship, that kindred spirits, those people that are out there are actually a group, of support group that can help you through a rough time and help you to brighten your day and to heal. They're out there. They're right under your nose, okay? Pay attention. Don't think you're alone in this, because you're not, all right? So let's see what little bonus team message we have. And also, I get the sense that some of you are very, very, very loyal, good friends, okay? And when you make your friends, you will be the ride or die friend who will defriend your friend till the end and be there and have their back always. So we have two messages. We have declutter your life. Let go of correspondence, objects, and people you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. And then we have positive work outcomes. Consistent efforts will bring rewards, and a major purchase is worth making. So there you guys have it. Thank you so much for being with me. If you'd like to catch the love reading, which is over on my Patreon, all the information for that is in the drop-down box below, along with information about my book and my website. So check them out. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.